FSElite at FS Expo 2025 is proudly presented by Meridian GMT. Meridian GMT are on track to create some high quality but affordable flight sim hardware, including their yoke, throttle and X-ray controller. Learn more about Meridian GMT down in the video description down below at meridiangmt.com.
Hello everyone.
Hello, testing, 1, 2, 3. Good afternoon, everyone. It's an honor to be here at Flight Sim Expo, surrounded by an incredible community of developers, simmers, flight enthusiasts. Sorry, I'm really nervous. I had this speech down packed, I
without
promise.
flying simulators.
My name is Trisha Miller, and I'm here to, man, I'm really messing up, represent Desktop Pilot, a company built by simmers for simmers. And we're going to introduce a line of hardware that's redefining home and commercial flight simulation. At Desktop Pilot, we're a passionate, family-run company that's committed to delivering high quality and highly immersive flight simulation that bridges the gap between hobby and training. Whether you're just starting out in flight simulation or you're a real-world pilot training in the real life. To simmers building full-scale home cockpits, we understand the challenges that arise with flight simulation, whether you're piecing together hardware from different brands, trying to get a more realistic feel without breaking the bank. That's why everything we offer is modular, purpose-built, and compatible with MSFS and X-Plane. Now help me in welcoming Alex Bayakov to deliver us more into our product offerings.
Hi everyone, I'm Alex, and I want to tell you a little bit more on what we do, what kind of products we provide. And in Desktop Pilot, we design, manufacture, and sell to you all kind of avionics and controllers in order to fly Cessna 172. Our focus is to provide you with the intuitive design, durability, and easy to use controllers. Now, we started with the standalone products just like these, which you can buy one by one and start building your simulator. They're modular and you can build your simulator in order any way you want it. So let's say by the way, you can proceed with the most important controllers today and then add up later on. So let's say usually people will start with the throttle box. We have throttle prop mixtures, we have carb hit, throttle boxes, and a couple tiers there. So you can remain on a budget, or you can go with the premium versions, and they are exact replica of what you will find in Cessna 172. And then once you expand and build your simulator bigger, you will probably go with something like, maybe right away, with ignition panels. We have a couple of them. Ignition panels which are found in older Cessnas, and then we have L-shaped kind of ignition panels which found in recent models of 172. They easy to operate. You usually just unpack it, secure it to your desk or under the desk, plug it into a computer, bind commands, you're good to go. Very easy. They're very durable. We use beefy switches on all the beacon lights, fuel pumps, and pitot head. Our switch keys are spring-loaded, so once you let it go, it will return to both position. So basically just like in your aircraft or in your vehicle, what you used to. Alternator, battery, avionics, everything here. Easy to set up. Now again, the throttle boxes, this is the premium TPM vernier, which has throttle friction lock. So you can actually adjust how much force you need to apply to throttle in order to move it. Yeah. Now with the prop and mixture, you have vernier functionality. So when you have to push the knob and push or pull for major adjustments, or rotating it clockwise or counterclockwise for fine adjustments of your mixture or prop speed. And then, of course, we have more budget-friendly, but this is a great one. Exact copy what you will find. And carb heat available as well. My favorite one, the trim wheel. With trim wheels, sometimes the problem is that they are either jumpy or it's hard to trim your airplane exactly. And because with the trim wheels in flight simulation, we don't have cables connected to trim tab, elevator trim tab, you don't have exactly the same resistance. And we addressed that. We added friction control, so you can adjust how much force you need to apply to trim wheel, and that will help you to trim our airplane easier and better. As well as the indicator, which will show you if it's nose up or nose down pitch. And sensitivity knob right on the faceplate. So you don't have to go to control, settings, controls, joysticks, and adjust sensitivity there, moving the slider. You can just do that right here on a faceplate and proceed with your flight. It's great stuff. It uses the desktop pilot software to communicate between the physical trim wheel and X-Plane or Microsoft simulator. So that makes things easier, and you don't have to bind it. You just start your simulator, you start the SkySync, that's our software, and you're good to go. No bindings here. And of course, in avionics department, we have this new G1000, and it works great. It has very distinctive click and sound to it. And if you will, let's say, rotate the cores long enough, it's a good resistance here, so your fingers might get tired eventually. Now, all of this equipment we have today in our booth, so feel free to stop by and test it. We have both full flight simulators and, well, small simulators based on the desktop, which, well, good for starters, the beginner spec, let's say, right? Okay, so that's what's going on with the standalones. Now, again, either you want a small home simulator based on your regular desk, or you want a full flight simulator, we have it. Our crown jewel is Cessna 172 flight simulator, which will come to your home or flight school, pre-built, ready to use, and it's great for both enjoyment and flight training. The full flight simulator was modeled after Cessna 172 with G1000, and it meets and exceeds requirements, FAA requirements for advanced aviation training device. We now are working on the submitting application to FAA. Once approved, that flight simulator would allow you to train and log hours towards your total time and FAA requirements for your private pilot certificate, instrument, and commercial. And by the way, amount of hours are amazing. Now, private is just 2.5 hours. The instrument rating, up to 20 hours. You can log towards your instrument rating and up to 50 hours towards commercial. So total of 70 hours, that is a lot. So I would recommend to consider our full flight simulator also as a big investment. Not a big investment, but big saver at the end. All right, so that would be great for either you using at home or maybe in a flight school or maybe even the training center of any sort. The full flight simulator, it's an almost exact replica of 172, and it's wonderful. We're using X-Plane 12 Professional, so the training for, especially instrument rating, is great. You have all the procedures, all the approaches to practice at your own pace. All right, and yeah, by the way, since it's X-Plane based, we have instructor's operation station functionality. That's where not only you can fly for fun and training for, let's say, your, well, why don't you train for maneuvers, lazy eights, chandelles. You also can ask your friend or flight instructor to drop all kind of havoc on you. So let's say it will allow you to to have an oil pressure loss. And then if you're not looking into your gauges and you're not having enough situational awareness, it will inevitably lead to engine failure. That is another emergency, which is cool to practice in a sim at home or flight school instead of in real life. And if you don't have enough situational awareness, you will have a problem where to land. Now, good to practice because in a simulator, it's so much easier to find a way and realize what is landing on the highway or in a field is itself. Now, that's again, flight instructor or your friend or AI. It comes with AI, so you can move the slider from no problems whatsoever to 100% problems where you cannot fly more than 10 minutes without something breaking or stocking. And by the way, that is another scenario. Let's say using our full flight simulator, you can practice scenarios such as, well, jammed elevator or failed ailerons. You cannot train for that in real life. Yeah, you cannot train for that, and that would not be safe. But the funny thing that I know a pilot who had jammed elevator before landing, kind of a long approach, and he realized that elevator is in op. So the only way to land was to operate that Bayron with throttles. So then he deviated to the longest airport in the area, and he landed Bayron using throttles only. If that will ever happen, if you train for that in a simulator, that might save not only aircraft, but, well, keep you safe and sound. That's what you can train for in full flight simulator. It is a very good platform. Okay, and another one is that when I was talking about investment shortly before, I used Desktop Pilot Full Flight Simulator for my instrument rating. The interesting thing is that I'm a best proof of that. I probably set a record on how much of savings it can bring you. I got my instrument rating at $3,000. Because Desktop Pilot Full Flight Simulator allows you to train all the approaches, all the procedures, I covered the ground school on my own, then hired flight instructor for 10 hours, which I needed to meet requirements, which costed me $2,200, and then the check ride, $800. $3,000 total. Majority of my training was done in Desktop Pilot Full Flight Simulator. Well, of course, with using ATC, so that was Pilot Edge to practice flying in airspace, requesting my clearances, en route and landing procedures. And of course, ForeFlight. So if you're flying in real life and you're using your ForeFlight, you want to use that in training as well. And X-Plane 12, which we use in simulator, allows you to connect to Pilot Edge for ATC, ForeFlight for your navigation, and you're good to go. Oh, by the way, if you get your aviation headset, which you use it while you're flying in real life, then you can also use your headset, which is good because you want to connect that to ForeFlight. Yeah, okay. So that's investment, which allowed me to save a lot on training. My safety pilot who I'm flying with, he went with the regular route through the flight school. He ended up with $15,000. So that delta of $12,000, those $12,000 was saved by Desktop Pilot Flight Simulator. That's probably good description at this time. And the next question is, why do simmers and pilots too choose Desktop Pilot? Tell. We're what?
We're specialists.
Yeah, okay, I don't hear you. Microphone. All right, yeah, we're specialists. We build quality product which is with your need first. So quality, durable products with a focus on the customer.
Modular and scalable.
Whether you want a small desktop or you want a platform which you can expand, that's what we have for you.
We care about our customers.
Right. Our customer support does not And when you click buy, we provide you with the customer support through, since the shipping out your products, we will help you to install the software if needed, bind all the commands, and if you will have any questions later on, please reach out to us, as well as if you have any questions, well, how to make your simulator work better. Sometimes we answer in the questions, what kind of a graphics card I need to upgrade to, and so on.
Fast shipping.
We ship on the same day. We have all our products in stock and very fast, free shipping, including very good options on international shipping.
Product guarantee.
We're sure that you will like our products. And by the way, if you're ever in doubt or on a fence, don't. Go ahead and buy. We have 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can try to fit it to your project, and if anything, we will buy it back. So don't worry with that. On top of that, all our products are covered with 1-year warranty.
Now, we love to show you what we built and let you feel the difference for yourself. So we're inviting you personally to come visit us at booth 201 over there in the corner to test drive our desktop hardware, put your hands on our products, let you feel them. We're also doing a show discount for the show only. And best of all, get hands-on with our Cessna 172 G1000. Step inside, take controls, and feel real immersion. Our team will be there to demo our hardware, answer your questions, and talk through how to bring your ideal sim setup to life, whether you're just getting started or going full throttle. So back to Alex for a quick Q&A.
Yeah, if you have any questions, please ask.
Yes, and I'm going to give you a microphone. Please introduce yourself, and you ask your question.
Hi, I'm Stefan. I have a question. Now, how do you connect all of those devices? Is it USB, like a USB port, or you connect it? Is it one cord for the, because sometimes when you have multiple devices, you just start running out of USB space.
Right. So each device would be connected via USB to your USB port or motherboard, or eventually you will end up with something like 12, 15 devices. Then use USB hub. Then we have them available as well, and the recommendation is to go with the powered USB hub, desktop powered USB hub, and that will help you with connecting all these products first to USB hub, and then USB hub will just use one port of motherboard in your computer.
Other questions? Yes.
Sean, how close are you guys on the FAA certification? Or you haven't submitted for that yet for the?
Right. So the FAA approval, you mean? Right. So we are working on FAA approval for advanced aviation training device. This FAA always tell you that expect 3-4 months realistically. From speaking to other manufacturers, I see at least 6 months. So, well, 8 months then, probably, right? So now, producing all that paperwork, we'll submitting it very shortly, and then we expect within 6 months, hopefully, we'll get the AATD. Now, for existing flight simulators, which are not aviation training device, we will have upgrade program where our customers who bought from us before, they would be provided with this software, which software would be different. The hardware is the same. So what we have today meets and exceeds those FAA requirements. The software is different. For those who have simulators today, they will have an option, by the way, free for now, free option to upgrade to FAA training device, and that's the plan. So eventually we'll end up with the model which is flight, home flight simulator, and then another would be called training device.
And we have time for one more question.
Great. No, well, if there are any.
If there are any, yes.
Just come visit us. Again, we'll be there obviously until tomorrow. So.
Yeah. See us in our booth 201, and we'll be happy to show you everything we have. Come for the test flight. We have 2 flight simulators. It's worth to give it a try. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you to Desktop Pilot.